Hello and welcome to the podcast of Mobian Vtubers. This is your first time host, Razor Tim Core. And if you're watching this, you're probably already watching my channel, so ignoring that, let's move on to our guests. Let's start from left to right. Matthew, tell us, who are you and your channels? Plug yourself.
So right now my username is SonicFFVII. It's about to be updated to Lunar Wolf Matthew. I am a Mobian wolf who plays various games, action games, Sonic games, RPGs, and I also do my own art as well.
Oh, nice. So, Z, the same question for you.
Howdy, howdy. It's Zee the Hyena. I only do streaming because I am talentless and I only play all and focus on the Sonic games and every content there is to the Blue Boy himself.
Fascinating. And your Twitches and whatnot?
My Twitch is Zee the Yin _.
And any other links?
No. No.
All right,
That
then.
about it.
All right, Mike, tell us a little about yourself and your plugs.
Well, I am Mike Murdock. I've been a Sonic fan for God knows how long. I feeling like the old man here. And mostly I do art, I do streams, I do pixel art. Pretty much I have a lot of fingers and a lot of pies. And my handles is for Twitch, it is twitch.tv/Mike J. Murdock. And I have a Twitter handle, which is at Mike J. Murdock as well.
Interesting. So, since you brought it up, I'm just gonna pull the I'm actually older than you card. I've been a Sonic fan since I don't know, all my life. I don't remember how young. But I'm under 40, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. So, moving on to the more juicy topics. The previous podcast, others spoke about their favorite comics and characters and stuff, but I don't want to have a repeat. So let's talk about something a bit more personal, like your characters sitting upon the couch. So Z, tell us, what inspired you to make that character in that species, and what is it?
Well, funny you ask, because yesterday I got the same question. So originally, I wanted to have a character represent me as a whole. And I was like, dang, what should I get? Should I get a cat? Should I get a bear? What should I get? What should I get? And I found out that hyenas are a perfect match because they are not they're not close to being dogs. They're more close to being cats. And they are basically also represented by bears as well. I was like, okay, so what am I doing? I have to be a hyena. And since some people already know, I love to laugh, and that was just the chef kiss for completing the whole cherry cake. Honestly, that was my inspiration, like looking for ideas and
Really?
wondering what it is.
Really? Because I've never heard of anyone else liking to laugh. No one else does that.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to come by, but I'm just trying my best to like make people like laughing.
Wow. So many sides are hurting right now. Oh no. Poor Matt. So like, is there any kind of backstory to the hyena, or is it just supposed to be a representation of yourself?
It's kind of a lore secret yet it's being kept hush hush for the moment. It's being worked on currently.
Oh, it's a
But
secret. Even better. You could tell me. I could keep a secret. Just speak
no,
loudly and clearly
no,
into the mic.
no. It's being hush hush for the moment.
No
But
spoilers.
sooner or later, no spoilers.
No
But
cars.
okay, maybe just a teeny bit of a hint.
And we're out of time. Moving on, since you're still working on that. Matthew, same question for you. What is this furry thing in the furry chest fluff sitting beside Z?
So I am a wolf. I basically came up with this design back in 2009. I had someone help me with the design. It was the first time I ever made a Sonic OC. And then I actually recently did a redesign with my friend Zenema. And this is the current look I have going on. And I have been working on a bit of lore. I'm kind of keeping quiet as well, but I've come up with a power and where that power comes from.
Oh, what kind of powers does he have?
And I'm trying to be vague about it as much as possible. I will say one thing I have revealed, it does involve the moon. Basically just light from the moon.
So similar to your namesake.
Yeah.
Lunar wait, I'm sorry, brain fart. What was the full one again?
Lunar Wolf Matthew.
That's what it was. I was gonna say Lunar Matthew, the wolf Matthew, lunar moon Matthew. Eventually I get it right.
Yeah.
Just get it wrong 50 more times.
We'll get there.
So, like, do you just like control tidal waves or something, or like do you make dogs and wolves and hyenas howl at the moon, or what?
So, like, there's these almost black onyx-looking things on my gloves, and they could basically like absorb the light of the moon, and I could do like various claw scratches that are made of pure light and stuff like that.
Hmm.
They're kind of like mini solar panels on my hand.
Oh, so you're going green.
Yeah.
So you're a goody two-shoe.
Yeah, I am too good for my own good.
Moving on. We don't have time
Boring.
for people like that. So, Mike, once again, same question. What is your character, and why is he shiny and all hard?
Well, he's one of two versions I have. This is the one that a lot of people know about, is the roboticized Mobian version, or Robian, as the kids like to call them. And mostly his creation came about is when I got back into the Sonic community via Second Life. I was, dabbling with a little bit of the Avatar parts, and I said, you know what, I have these robot parts, and I like bats a lot, so why should I make myself as a Robian bat person?
Oh, it's a bat.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't know that. So, like, does it have any powers or anything other than being programmable?
Please do not try to program me.
Oh,
But anyway,
you're not into that kind of play? Got it.
and mostly it kind of went with just his body being modular, able to equip different parts, which that kind of evolved out from a Sonic role playing that I was part of called Rings and Running Shoes, which is currently ongoing.
Oh, yes, I think I saw some of that.
Oh yeah, I've been enjoying it. Not only I got to hang out with other people and just have a night of doing role play, but also it helps me flesh out the character a bit more.
Interesting. So, because you're the only robot here, I have a follow-up question. Can, like, parts of you be, I shouldn't say ripped off, but taken off and replaced with other augments, say, upgrade your ears or remove an arm and replace it with a cannon or something like that?
It's just more like little armor sets that just attach to his body.
Ah, so you have predetermined hard points.
Something along that lines.
And who do you fight for? As Strong Bad once said, do you fight for good or awesome?
Well, he fights for good, and he's also has a lady friend, which is a cyborg tiger named Natalia. But who is owned by a friend of mine named Silver.
The hedgehog?
Not the hedgehog, the wolf.
Thank
Funny enough,
goodness.
the funny thing is he made the character long before Silver the Hedgehog was a sparkle in Sega's eye.
Yeah, I know that feeling. So, let me get this straight. This couch is full of goody two-shoes, hero types.
Yeah, kind of seems that way.
Nah.
I don't know about. Well, I can't say about the Z. That's her choice.
Well,
Yeah. No. No. That's kind of a boring line of work, honestly.
oh, so your character would more likely be a villain of some kind.
Not a villain, but an anti-hero, honestly.
And in your words, how would you define an anti-hero?
An anti-hero, well, what I defined it is like I'm neither in the good to the good shoes. I butchered that so terribly. And the evil villains. No. I rather be in my own side. You know, I rather be in no side, but my own.
Hmm. I see. So you're more like Knuckles in the sense that all you want to do is guard your emerald.
Yeah, basically.
So you're gullible.
Not gullible. I ain't that knucklehead. Don't compare me to that knucklehead.
Hmm. Well then, now that the first round of questions is done, I suppose we should go on to another set of questions. I did not expect that to go so quickly. Uh, uh. So, how's the weather over there?
Yeah, quite bleak.
Quite cold.
We did have a little bit of snow here, though it's starting to melt. And usually, when they have the whole winter advisory happening, usually people panic. And it's like, meh, I have enough food.
Yep. Ah, now I got an idea. So, again, we'll just go left to right each time, make it simple. Since you're all, streamers and whatnot, Matthew, what is your preferred game types?
Mostly really like platformers, especially open collectathon style platformers.
So kind of like
Some of my favorite.
Banjo-Kazooie kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like Banjo-Kazooie. More so like bigger games, kind of like Spyro the Dragon, for instance. But some of my favorite games are like Sonic Adventure, Super Mario Sunshine. I like A Hat in Time, stuff like that.
Ah,
I will say I do also really like RPG elements. If you implement a level up system in your game and it's not an RPG, it makes me happy.
interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. So, out of that, what is your least favorite genre of games?
Least favorite.
Fascinating. You have no least favorites. You
I
think
like.
oh,
I'm too much of like a general gamer, so there's not like a genre I'm like, I hate it. Like I
well,
will say I suck at pinball.
okay, so you hate pinball. Moving on.
Yeah.
Ignore me. I'm putting words in your mouth. So Z, similar
Yes.
questions. What is your favorite kinds of games?
Favorite kind of games would be like open world adventure games. I'm a sucker for RPG games, like just like Matthew, like leveling up systems, customizations for characters, um, just like the whole debacle. I simply love them. I love RPG open world games, honestly.
Hmm. So you love Sonic the Hedgehog and the Dark Brotherhood, then?
Sadly, I haven't gone into that game yet, but in due time, I will. I've been told about it that it's turn based, and I really can't wait for it. I really want to play it, but I've been also warned about streaming it as well, as to a special someone out there, um, not wanting it to be streamed supposedly.
Hmm. That's all news to me. Uh, I have played the game, and everyone told me, "Oh, it's too easy." I'm so bad at RPGs, I never finished it. It was too hard.
Oh no.
I'm not good at them. Not that I don't like them. So, Mike, what is your favorite styles of games?
Well, strategy games I grew up with, real time turn based. Even though that my friends will literally destroy me in free for all, I'm mostly a team player,
I have the
and
exact same issues.
and I also play a lot of games that have to involve giant robots and mechs. So, in fact, mostly when I stream, I do a segment called Mecha Mondays that covers every game that has giant robots in it. And also, I play pretty much everything all across the board. Like I do the platformers, I do shoot 'em ups, and just pretty much a lot of fingers and pies since I enjoy a lot of games.
So, when you say mech style games, what defines a mech? Like, at what point do you draw the line and say, nah, this is not a mech game?
Most of it is just mainly you are able to either pilot the giant robot, command giant robots, or just build them on mods and send them to your enemy. But mostly, a lot of people consider more the ones that are just like you just pilot one robot and just fight for whatever.
So, you would think the game Planetary Annihilation, the RTS, is a mech game?
You can consider it a bit, though. Mostly, a lot of people think like something like Mech Warrior or Armored Core as a mech game.
Right. But I meant under your definition.
Well, under mine, yeah,
Okay.
since you are just commanding a bunch of giant robots killing things.
Okay. So, with that in mind, what is your least favorite games?
Well, I'll be honest. I think the only ones I couldn't get, like, I don't have a least favorite, but I couldn't get into is a lot of the horror-based games because unless it's like something that's like done for laughs or something popular like Resident Evil. Though if it's something like since I'm a big fan of Alien, I can get to Alien Isolation since I'm already a fan of the movie.
Hmm. So, I have before I have my add-on question for you, I do feel that we have similar tastes in games. I do enjoy the RTSs, and horror games just don't really do anything for me. If anything, they just annoy me. I don't get scared. But for my add-on question for you, Mike, since you're the only robot here, others use their hands and thumbs to play video games. But for you, do you just plug in?
No,
Hmm.
I just use my hands to play with the controllers and the mouse and keyboard like every other normal person.
But normal
Remember,
people,
I used to be flesh and blood before that doctor decided to turn me into a robot.
and now you're not normal anymore. You're special, and don't let anyone tell you any different. So, since we're on the topic of video games, Matthew, what is your favorite Sonic game? Both 2D and 3D, but not counting fan games because they're, to be frank, no true quality control. Even though that doesn't really count anymore these days.
Yeah. Favorite 2D Sonic game would have to be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I really like basically the length of the game as well as the sprite animations, the little cutscenes that they've added. And it's one of the more consistent 2D Sonic adventures. I feel like each level is fun in their own way. And as for 3D, it's definitely Sonic Adventure, mostly because that was the very first Sonic game I ever played.
Ah, so nostalgia rules your decisions.
Yeah, and I will fully admit that. Outside nostalgia, Sonic Unleashed is definitely my favorite just for how much content's packed into it. I feel like I can return to that game anytime and always have a fun time just blasting through the stages over and over again.
Ah, so you're a God of War fan.
Kinda. I've never played God of War.
Well, you have now. Well, once again, now that we know your favorite 2D and 3D games, what's your least favorite Sonic game, but only one?
Ooh.
The quick answer, but it'd be Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Besides,
That game,
Rise of Lyric, because I get the feeling that's everyone's answer.
yeah. I will say I did legitimately play through that game 100% and downright hated every minute of it. But outside of that, Sonic Spinball. I really have a hard time getting through Sonic Spinball. I can't get past level 3.
Ah, that's right. You don't like pinball games. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well then, Z, please tell us, what is your favorite 2D and then 3D Sonic game?
Well, for me, it would be on the 2D would be Sonic Advance, Sonic Advance 1, just in case. For the 3D, it would be should I go the same route as Lunar and say Shadow the
It's-
Hedgehog because of nostalgia?
It's
Because it was
it's your choice. Don't let that man tell you what to do. You're your own person.
I appreciate it. So
Don't
yes,
give
it
me
would
your
be
pity.
it would be Shadow the Hedgehog, a bit out of nostalgia. But after playing a couple of the games, I want to say Sonic Adventure 2 is up there. It's really high.
A fine choice. And, surprise, surprise, which is your least favorite Sonic game, not counting Rise of Lyric?
Well, I can't say Rise of Lyric because I haven't played it, and I haven't even played every Sonic game, which is the whole reason why I stream is to play them all and 100% them all.
Oh, jeez.
But
Good luck to that.
yeah, I get that a lot.
Can't wait for you to
my
play Sonic 06. The loading times alone will take a whole day.
I did that. I already did an endurance stream for that. I only lasted
An endurance.
I actually lasted 18 hours playing that game until I was completely drained. I was like, oh no, I can't.
Plug time. Can people see this video still? And where can they find it?
Well, they can't see it now because it's been some time, but luckily I did download it, and they can find it over on the YouTubes with my same handle, Zee the Hyena.
Excellent. So, wait, I forgot already. Which one was the one that you liked the least?
I guess I don't have an answer for that, honestly.
Wow. Just wow.
I can't say because honestly
Stop sipping for Sega and tell us what you don't like about them.
Okay, if I'm supposed to say my least favorite, it would be
it's given to the peer pressure.
It would be 06, all right? but I really did enjoy 06 to a degree, honestly. I really did enjoy doing the silver and the shadow missions. It was a lot better than the Sonic ones.
Yeah. So, Mike, I bet you can't guess what my question for you is.
I can already tell, but I'll just say this for the 2D ones, which you don't. I hope that ties are fine. Definitely am a big fan. Even though I did like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 2 was one of the first Sonic games I actually played and beat completely. So I do have a little bit of nostalgia for that, and I definitely enjoyed Sonic Advance 2 as another 2D one because not only was it fun to play with it on the go, but my God, Cream's attack with cheese was just so broken as hell. Like you could it's pretty much a weapon of mass destruction on its own.
That was not the surprise question. I was going to ask you apples or oranges.
Oh.
But it's too late now.
As for the 3D ones, definitely enjoyed Sonic Adventure 2. It was definitely enjoyed the story in that, and it was just pretty fun playing both the dark and the light side. or hero or dark, as they say in the game.
Right. So, which one was your least favorite Sonic game?
Well, I'm going to trip the belt here because I know that some people don't like Rise of Lyric, which I played it and beat it, but weird enough, I never got any of the bugs that people reported. But
Well, that's good.
and 06, I played a little bit of it and knew what everybody said bad of it. But for me, it would have to be Sonic R for my least favorite, mostly because
Really?
the controls, it feels like it's mostly the control part, because it feels like you're just trying to control your character on Astroglide.
Interesting.
So I will say that the music is pretty fun though, especially the one that everybody uses to summon Tails Doll.
Well, if anyone was wondering, my favorite Sonic 2 game was, I don't know. I'd have to say it's either like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, even if it's just for the meme of N Knuckles. But that newest one, crap, what was it called?
Mania?
Yes, thank you. Mania. That one was pretty good. It was very smooth animations and stuff. But if I had to pick one, for nostalgia reasons, it would probably end up being either Sonic 2 for the Game Gear, because that's the first one I played, or Sonic Triple Trouble, because I played that even more. But when it came to the 3D games, it was easily Sonic Adventure 2, just for the fact that you could play as Eggman. The intro for him alone was just, magnifique. Just going in, guns blazing, laughing maniacally. I'm like, yes, this is a perfect intro. And as for
that's Eggman for you. He has to go big or go home.
Gotta have an entrance.
gotta have those memes. But for the least favorite game, I haven't played Rise of Lyric, but from what I've heard and seen, it sounds terrible. And I played 06 all the way through, and I did not like 06, but I still really enjoyed playing the silver levels, because same problem as your friend Mike had with the silver concept. My character's supposed to have telekinesis, and I beat him way back before Sonic Adventure 2 was released. And then Silver came around. But at least I got to experience that gameplay with those powers. That was just a joy. Now someone just needs to make me a mod. So I guess a question I would like to ask you, even though we obviously are Sega fans, which would you prefer more in general as a company? Sega or Nintendo? Mike?
Well, there's a lot of Nintendo games I like, Star Fox, F-Zero, but I haven't seen them in a while, and Sega has a lot of ones I enjoy, because besides Sonic, I played a lot of Virtual On as well. Pretty fun little mech game. And I did played a lot of games that were mainly exclusive to that, like Gun Griffin was only exclusive to the Saturn. But so I have to say, I definitely like a lot of Sega's roster, mostly because not only I have access to a lot of the third-party stuff before Sega went third-party, but also they had a lot of games that I also enjoyed as well. And sadly, Nintendo, like, as much as I like them, the problem is that some of the games I really like, they haven't done much with them, just sitting in limbo, or they tried and somewhat failed of rebooting a few, like the infamous Star Fox Zero.
Well, I rather enjoyed Star Fox Zero, so you're wrong. Anyway, moving on to Z. Sega or Nintendo?
Oh, this is easy. Sega. Because honestly speaking,
I was about to say, and that's a simple, straight answer. Moving on. You would never make it in politics. But go on.
But yeah, honestly speaking, for being my first console was the GameCube, and again, my first game on the GameCube was Shadow the Hedgehog. So I was quickly presented to Sega. Throughout my years, I be playing Yakuza series, the Shimigami Tensei, um, Persona series. I be playing now Sonic as quote unquote a career now, basically. But honestly speaking, I prefer Sega over Nintendo. Honestly.
Okay. And before we get to you, Matthew, I have a sudden random question. Uh, like I noticed you were holding it before, but now I'm wondering, what are you playing right now?
Oh, what am I playing right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
since you're holding that controller, what is distracting you from us?
well, God. I'm sorry. It's just I'm trying to complete Sonic Forces and I'm trying to get these 9 stages out of the way. I'm trying to finish the time trial so I can 100% it finally and finish Sonic Forces. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sonic Forces is one of the better 3D games, and I'm not joking. I know a lot of people don't like it. So, Matthew, finally, Sega or Nintendo?
For me, it'd definitely be Sega.
Ooh,
I
3 for 3.
What a shocker.
Yeah, I am definitely a big Nintendo fan. Like, I grew up with my mom's NES, my dad's Super Nintendo, and even now still play my Switch like crazy.
Hmm.
But Sega games have always had a special place in my heart, not just Sonic. Like, I really enjoy games like Crazy Taxi, Space Channel 5, Bonanza Brothers, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. There's like some sort of like arcade charm that Sega has that just kind of makes me happy.
You know what makes me happy? I'm
What's that?
glad you guys said, sure, tell me. And the answer is simple. Building an army of tanks and smashing them against the enemy tanks to see who loves you more.
Aw.
Wonderful.
Indeed.
The best pastime.
And the worst for someone else, and probably everyone else who's driving those tanks. But for me, when it comes to Sega or Nintendo, I grew up on a Game Gear for several years. We went from a Game Gear to a PlayStation. That's the leap we had in technology. So it was Sega for the longest time, then Sony. Uh, and then eventually we got a 64 and then a Dreamcast. But even then, I tended to prefer the Sonic game or the Sega games. Uh, but now that I think about it, I did play a lot of Star Fox 64 and a lot of Metal Gear. But outside of that, it was mostly the Sonic stuff. Other than, computer or TS games and Game Boy's Advance Wars.
Interesting.
Mm.
Why, yes, thank you. So, I do have a question for you three. It's actually a few of them, but they're really dumb. But I'm sure people who follow you on Twitter and whatnot are curious about these. And we'll go back to left and right. Matthew, what is your favorite color?
Oh no.
Yellow. Wait, no.
That is
my favorite color-
incorrect. You are banned.
my favorite color is blue. I like blue a lot.
Ah, so I am your favorite color.
Yes. It's very calming to me.
Well, just what I need to lull you into a false sense of security. Z, what is your favorite color?
Isn't it obvious?
Brown?
No, it's purple. Duh.
Brown?
Purple.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that color. Anyway, Mike, what's your favorite color?
Mostly I'm more of a monotone person, just, blacks and grays. But as for actual color, uh, mostly because I was born and raised in a army household. If I was in the army, I did grew up on a lot of the army colors, like the tans and the army greens.
I did not know that about you.
Oh, something that now all you and your viewers now know.
All
There you
one
go.
of them. For myself, while I do like the color gold, I gravitate more towards black, and it's kind of a cop out, but I prefer color combinations like black and gold or black and red and stuff like that. But anyone could say that.
That's kind of cheating,
It
honestly.
is cheating. That's why when someone asks me, I just say black.
All right. That's understandable.
So you like gradients.
No, no. I like gold and black and reds. Black and red, black and gold, black and blue. You know, like what I'm going to do to your face. So,
I get it.
Matthew. Now that you're all calmed, what is your favorite number?
So this really is my favorite number. It's been my favorite number for a while,
Uh-huh.
but it is 558,912.
Okay, that's a interesting choice. I have to know why.
Yeah. We need some.
I mean, I was gonna ask why anyway, but now I gotta know.
So it's a really stupid answer. I just find it really fun to say.
It's better than nothing. So, Z, what is your favorite number?
Easy. 115.
I was about to say, easy is not a number, but 115 is. But why that number?
If it's one thing that I love overall is zombie games, and growing up with the Call of Duty series, playing 115 and the music and everything would remind me of said 115. And it came to the point that I would look at my watch or on my cell phone, I would always see the number 115. I was like, well, this is going to be my favorite number now.
You should look at today's date.
Oh, you mean like Element 115?
Right now. See?
No, people can time this video. Don't. They can date it. So, like my brother, he's big into the Nazi zombies games.
Mhm.
That was Element 115, right? The thing that caused the zombies to be a thing.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So, Mike, my strategic friend, what is your favorite number? I'm sure it's
01.
very strategic.
Well, I have to go, since I'm a big fan of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I have to go with the number
Oh.
42.
Oh, you're one of those.
No.
Why? Why?
It's the answer to the life, the universe, and everything.
But why did you pick that?
Because, like I said, I was a big fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Bah, we can't be friends anymore.
I was talking about the novel, not the movie.
That's only slightly better. Too many people like that number. You're a commoner now. What was that? Why, yes, I too have a favorite number. Thank you for asking. My favorite number is 3. And it's not because
Ooh.
there's 3 of you. That's just coincidence.
Mhm.
I like
3.
Why, yes. Thank you, Matthew, for asking the question that I was about to ask myself. Don't interrupt my brain again. So with 3, basically it's the number that can basically start to do things, more or less. So let's say, for instance, you have a piece of paper and you draw 1 dot. The number 1 dot, nothing there. You draw a second dot. You draw a line between the two. It's just a line. No matter where you move these dots, it's just a line. When you have 3 dots, now you can make a shape. Now you have angles. It's a triangle. Surprise, surprise. But you can have all kinds of triangles. With 3, you can actually start to do formations. You can actually start doing things with 3. And in old, I forget when it was exactly, but the people would usually use threes as a kind of sacred number. In fact, I forget the story, but when there was two armies ready to collide, uh, the one guy who was trying to convey that it was a good idea to fight said, "Well, we have three things on our side. We are holy, we are good, and we are just. But our enemies, they're vile, they're deceitful, and whatever else it was. So they too go by threes, but they use it the wrong way." But obviously, the other side saw the exact opposite, because, no one's their own villain. But yes, three does things, or at least allows things to start.
You really practiced this answer, didn't you?
I thought of this years ago, and I didn't let some comedic book tell me what I wanted. Mike.
Well, that's what happens when you're a nerdy guy like me.
Well, I'm a nerd, but I didn't fall for it. Also, that book
Oldest
didn't have
trick
enough
in the book.
tanks. So, with that in mind, let's see, colors, numbers, food. Matthew, what is your favorite food?
Favorite food?
Only one.
Only one. That's narrowing it down.
And if you pick something like, say, a pizza, you have to say what kind of pizza, because, that can basically encompass anything.
Yeah. Narrowing it down, I think my favorite dish would be creamy chicken and rice.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I
Why?
ask a follow-up question for that one?
Yeah.
Sure.
What kind of rice, though?
Oh,
Just plain white rice. But it's with cream of chicken soup and freshly grilled chicken diced up.
does it have to be fresh?
No.
Is it medium or long grain rice?
What kind of questions are these?
Medium.
Medium? Oh, okay. I'm more of a long grain rice,
Okay, so, is there any significant value to it, or you just like the taste of it?
It just kind of feels homey to me.
Okay. So, Z, what's your favorite kind of food?
It's kind of the same actually as Lunar. Mine would be white rice with beans.
What kind of rice?
Oh, long white rice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But why that particular food?
It's kind of homey for me since I lived in Puerto Rico, and since my mother has been raised Hispanic, so we would constantly eat like white rice and different mixtures and different ways to like eat Hispanic foods. But one of my favorite dishes from my mother was white rice with her beans and some chicken.
So it's got a little bit of a sentimental value as well.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. So, Mike, what is your favorite dish?
Well, I can only pick one, and this one is actually also recipe of my mother, which is called a taco ring, which mainly you use crescent rolls to put all the meat and such in like a giant ring, and just have some lettuce, tomato, and sour cream, and you can just cut it up and enjoy.
That sounds really good. So when are you going to mix that?
Oh, I can't make it at the moment, but I definitely need to make it in the future. But
Right. So
every time I have, go ahead.
So when you make it in the future, are you going to be able to fax that to us, or what? You're a machine, so there shouldn't be a problem for you.
I think that will be kind of difficult because
Oh,
How
by the
right.
time it
is
gets mailed to
faxing
you,
something?
it'll probably.
What was that? Z?
How hard is it like to fax something, Mike?
It's more of just making sure it gets to you before the food expires.
We didn't say mail. We said fax. It's immediate.
Exactly.
So I could just take a picture of it and then just fax you the picture.
No, we
I
don't
mean,
eat
that's how it
paper.
works.
Anyway, so is there any?
landline?
So I'm guessing you said your mother made that.
My mother made it all the time, and my father for a while before his second wife got him to eat a little bit more healthy. But we do sneakily make it once in a while.
So, is it also a dish that holds sentimental value, or do you like it simply for its flavor?
Sentimental value mostly because it does remind me of my mom, who is currently in Florida.
Oh, well, that's nice. My favorite dish is not sentimental in any way, shape, or form. It is a
Oh.
pizza.
But
Preferably,
what kind of pizza?
I'm getting there. Preferably with buffalo chicken, onion, and bacon.
Mm,
It is.
actually sounds good.
It is good. How dare you question me?
Trust me. After working in a pizzeria for 2 years, I've heard everything.
Oh, you used to work with one too?
Yes.
That's a great question to ask everyone.
Oh boy.
Now, of course, if things get too personal, like, locations and stuff, because, it is the internet. If you want to pass, just say pass, we'll move on. So, Matthew, what
So,
is your favorite place to work at?
favorite place to work at? Funny enough, it'll be my current job. I won't say the name of the store because it is local.
Right.
But it is a small video game shop, and I
Ooh.
sell like video games, trading cards,
Ooh.
board games.
Ooh.
Cool.
Mm.
What?
It's a lot of fun, and I see a lot of games coming in and out all the time.
So, for my own personal curiosity, do you also sell board games like Warhammer or the like? Or is it
Oh
just
yeah, we have
strictly like... Oh, okay.
we have like a huge section for Warhammer, a huge section for D&D, and then we got like various board games. Of course, basic ones like checkers, chess, sorry.
Yeah.
But then big ones like
Risk?
Risk. Yeah, we got a lot of Risk.
Yeah. All right. So when are you gonna send me? When are you gonna let me come over?
Soon.
Excellent. Does your place allow like other game stores? Do they allow people to play games in the store, or is it just strictly business?
They're allowed to play games in the store. In fact, we actually run we only do card tournaments at the time, but they're wanting to do video game tournaments again.
Oh, nice. So, Z, what is your favorite place to work at?
Same answer as Lunar. Like for me is my current job. Like I'm about to be there for my second anniversary there.
Oh, you sell
And-
video games too?
No, not besides that, no. I don't sadly I don't sell video games and fun knickknacks, actually. I actually sell groceries. Oh boy.
Oh, so you won't be going hungry anytime soon.
Exactly.
Always a plus. So what about selling groceries makes it your favorite job? Or is it something else?
I mean, after working in different variation of jobs like warehousing, bookstores, and even like your small little shop in the town, like honestly speaking, like working at the grocery store, it's been an experience and it's a fun one, honestly, because I've taken everything that I've gained from my old jobs and used it there. Um, One thing that I really learned and very quickly, don't work in a warehouse shop. Don't work at a warehouse. Don't, please. You'll love yourself if you don't work there.
Interesting. So, Mike, what is your favorite employment?
Well, I'm a information technology technician, and
I'm sorry,
my
could you repeat that a little slower? Too many big
I-
words.
mostly I'm the guy that you call when your computer screws up.
Tech support?
Yep. So mostly my favorite one, I mostly did a lot of contract work and a few things, but my favorite one was actually at a local newspaper, which helped me learn about how they work on the paper, both on their website and also the print, which was still around at the time. And also they did had some interesting events at the place of work, and I got to also explore their warehouse where they actually put the paper together and see the large machines that is used to make it.
Is that what happened to you? You fell in and they had to replace your body with a machine?
No,
Oh, okay.
luckily no. But sadly, I did have it was they had a mass layoff in 2018,
Oh.
so it was back to it. And my second one was mostly working a bit at a local dealership doing the same job. Though I did feel really bad for the dealers there, mostly having to deal with a lot of things, including some managers who were kind of jerks.
So I was going to ask you guys, with all this, what is your least favorite job? But do you
You
think
can
that's
skip me.
what?
You can skip me on that one.
I was about to say, because if you're like me, you're going to go on a tangent and say how much you hate it there and open up some rage. So perhaps we shouldn't do that one. As for me, when it came to a favorite workplace, it was actually a cooking store called Farberware. Um, the one I was at closed, but it was just the manager, the assistant manager, and myself. And during seasonal times, one or two extra people. But since it was just a small store with just so few employees, and it wasn't that busy. But like the previous job I had before that was a retail store, which was a lot like Walmart and was in a different town. And when I worked at Farberware, I was like, oh man, it is the exact opposite. The employees are nicer, the customers are nicer. It blew my mind. It didn't pay it paid minimum wage, but it was okay because I was, living with my parents at the time, so definitely not a job I could keep. Not that I could have since they closed, but whatever. But enough about me. Let's talk about you and you and you. So let's see
Then
what
ask
else.
away.
So let's see what else would your fans desire to know. And
What
again,
would you like to know about me?
I feel like I know too much. It disgusts me. Now I might actually form a bond with you, which will just make me feel guilty when I enact my final plan against the goody two shoes. Anyway, too much details. So again, if these questions are too personal, whatever, pass, because, internet's not a safe place. So I'm sure your fans are wondering, which country or even state do you live in? But don't give a city, because that's just too much. And again, if you don't want to answer that, just pass. Matthew?
I'm fine with the state. I live in Tennessee, in America.
Is Tennessee nice?
It's very nice. It's a lot of greenery, a lot of fields.
I've never been to Tennessee. So, Z, what country and possibly state do you live in? If you wish to
Well.
answer.
I live in Georgia.
Oh, is that a colony in France?
No. In the US.
Oh, it's a French colony in the US? I didn't know they still had them.
Well, no, not really. But they do have one now in the US, though. That's where I'm located at.
You mean Georgia?
Yes.
I thought Georgia was a person.
No. That you would think that, but no. There's actually a state in the US called Georgia.
Well, I failed geometry. Anyway, I mean geography. Anyway, Mike.
Oh, we can tell.
That hurts.
I most well, while everyone's down in the south, I'm mostly in the north. I'm in Illinois.
Ah, that's still pretty south for me. Is Illinois nice?
Well, it's pretty. All where I live, all I have to say is it's just mostly there's some city you can go to Missouri from where I'm at. Then there's parts that's just cornfield, and lots of cornfield.
But no popcorn fields.
Not if you take out the. Oh, you could if you could take the corn and just rip off the kernels.
Interesting. As for myself, I live in the United States. I'm higher north and potentially older than the rest of you. I live in Pennsylvania, but as I said before, we're not going to give cities because details are dangerous. Speaking of details, Matthew, I'm sure your fans are dying to know. Ari, what is your age and gender?
Oh no, not the G word.
Yes.
I'm a 27-year-old boy.
What? But my fanfictions are ruined now. I thought you were a goyle. With all that chest floof. Z, what about you?
Very awkward. I don't have pants.
And that's why there's a symbol over your lower regions. I wear pants. So Z, what is your age?
Well, my age is 27, and I am also a boy.
Oh. Mike.
Well, I'm going to be 35 in a couple of days on the 19th. So I'm halfway towards hitting the big 4-0.
Interesting. And we already know that you're neither gender because robots don't have those.
Exactly.
Hey, I classify as a man, and I used to be flesh, so I was a man earlier.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
Things don't get to have voices.
Heck.
Oh no.
Anyway, myself, I'm currently 37, and if you couldn't tell by my dashing good looks and manly voice, I am a boy.
A girl?
What? No. I'm a
Oh.
boy.
Oh, I thought you was a grill.
No, that's what I used to cook things on.
Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry.
I'm so wounded.
Now for the question is, do you grill on using propane or charcoal?
Oh.
I am not Hank Hill. I prefer charcoal. And then there
Whichever
was
one.
silence.
Oh, I'm just going to say, just somewhere where Hank Hill is just grinding his teeth.
I couldn't care less what he does with his propane tanks, so long as they're not exploding near me.
I like whichever one cooks my food.
That's called an oven or a microwave.
Or what came out recently, get this, an air fryer.
Oh, I got one of those for Christmas. They're nice.
I did too.
Mike, did you get one?
He is one.
Wow, you do get upgrades. But seriously, Mike, did you get one?
Well, I can't do much grilling due to the winter, so.
Well, yeah, no one usually grills in the winter. We
Yeah.
were talking about the air fryer.
Oh, I don't have one, sadly.
Aw.
Aw.
Well, if you like deep fried things, I do recommend you get it. It does seem to cook a little faster. It's a lot cleaner.
Oh, luckily my father has one at his house, so I can just borrow it.
Oh, nice. That reminds me. The way I was introduced to the air fryer, my brother had one. And he would buy all kinds of crazy frozen foods. One was like some kind of restaurant styled like Ruby Tuesday fries or something that were pre-seasoned. And the idea is you throw these things into your deep fryer. And it was terrible because the seasoning would just run right off from all the grease that's boiling it. But it stays on in the air fryer and it was so much more flavorful.
Oh yeah.
This episode is brought to you by hashtag not sponsored by air fryers. So, I believe we've been doing this for an hour now. I think that might be enough. So, with that in mind, let's get one more question and then a closing statement, shall we?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Now is going to be the fun part.
Oh boy.
The final questions will be supplied by you three. On-the-spot questionnaires for everyone else. You'll be the host for one whole question. And going randomly, we'll go with Z. Give us your question, and we'll do our best to answer. Don't crack under the pressure now. I can see your controller shaking. I'm sure it's not vibrating.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just Sonic level is so intense right now.
Don't crack it. I cracked my 64 controller. True story.
What's your favorite OBS system to use?
Firstly, I guess we'll just keep going left to right or right to left. You know what? I didn't even think about this. I guess we'll go right to left since Matthew's been put on the spot a lot and I'm just sitting here. So I only use one OBS. It's just straight up OBS.
Okay, OBS.
I've
All
been
right.
told to use OBS Streamlabs before because it does streaming better, but I don't really stream all that much, and when I do, I don't have things going on. So it's kind of pointless for me.
Okay.
And then Mike.
Well, I've been mostly using just the regular OBS since I haven't used the Streamlab one for a long time, and also this one I just got so used to, so it just became like second nature to me just to use it.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, but I did poke it out. No, I didn't poke it out, but I did see like tutorials, and it looks pretty darn close. It has like the same setup, just different layout, so it shouldn't be too hard for either of us to transition.
Maybe one day I'll give it a try.
Yeah, me too. But Matthew.
I use Stream Elements, which is built on top of OBS. I did use Streamlabs before, but hated it.
Oh, so what was that thing you said?
Stream Elements.
What is that? I've never heard of it.
Trying to think, because it basically became OBS. I think it merged with OBS at one point.
Oh.
But it was kind of its own streaming service. And the thing I liked was like all the special doodads you'd usually see on streams and stuff, like the animations and whatnot. They do it on their servers, and they project it to your PC using a browser link.
Oh, interesting. So Z, now you must answer your own question.
Oh boy. Well, the one that I currently use is Streamlabs, but I am thinking about transitioning over to OBS, honestly, because of the coding aspect. There is so much possibilities over there in OBS that in Streamlabs I cannot do. I'm restricted here in OBS, but hopefully in the future I can transition over to OBS and try it out. And maybe try out Stream Elements as well.
I see. Well then, Mike, I hope you have questions for us.
Well, I got one that'll be of interest, and kind of, I'm just going to take the Path Elite Resistance. Well, I know that all of us are Sonic fans, but what other game series that you like the most? It can be something popular or something niche.
That's a hard one. Let's see. Like I said before, I played the crap out of Advance Wars, and I played all of them. But I didn't play them after they left the Game Boy, because they just weren't the same. They were completely different games at that point. If I had a Switch, I would probably pre-order the reboot game that's coming out, but I don't, so I'm not. But outside of that, Oh, that's a tough one because like back in the day, it was Metal Gear Solid series, even if I wasn't good at it. But at the same time, it was just like I own a lot of the Warhammer 40K games, especially the Dawn of War ones, and I've dropped like 1,000 hours in just Dawn of War 1 alone, thanks to the mods. Uh, I couldn't say the same thing for StarCraft just because they only have 2 games, so I guess you can't really continue playing that all that much. You know what I mean? Can't keep buying a series that doesn't make more. But does that answer your question?
No, that's pretty much fair enough. And I'll let and Z, what about you?
For me, it would be the Resident Evil series. Like, um, one of my first GameCube games, other than Shadow the Hedgehog, was Resident Evil 4, and hence it's also my favorite Resident Evil one. Like, hands down, it's the best one. Like, I will die on this hill saying Resident Evil 4 is the best one.
No,
But
I I,
I've
I thought Hank Hill died on the propane hill.
yeah, he did, but I'm on my own hill.
Right, but
Um,
he is Hank Hill, so you're on Hill.
yeah, I'm on another hill. I'm not on the
Oh,
Hank Hill.
oh, I thought you meant you were standing on him. So I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no.
Continue.
So yeah, like the Resident Evil series is like one of my favorites. Also, um it would be the Tony Hawk series. I mostly played like the Underground series and a handful of the Pro Skater ones. So I've been more of those type of games to like 'em more in the sense. If you think that's an good enough answer, Mike? Or
That's pretty much like what you can just pretty much just word them out until you run out, or just that's pretty much it.
yeah, awesome.
My
All right,
favorite
Matt.
game's the one where I win.
All right, now to our wolf in the with us. What about yours?
uh, this became a recent favorite, but Yakuza. I got
oh,
a I got a huge love for the Yakuza series right now.
oh boy.
I got Like a Dragon back when that came out for PS5, and I loved every minute of it, and ended up buying all 6 Yakuza games that came before it.
Please tell me you're going to stream it some other time.
Possibly.
Oh,
So
you
I have a personal question. Majima, does he appear in your dreams too? Is he everywhere?
He has appeared a few times, very
Yes.
subtly.
I know he's in my
Yes.
dreams.
Well
Can't
then,
get enough.
well then, Matthew, I do believe it's your turn to ask us a question.
I thought you wanted me to ask
Oh,
answer my own question.
right. Sorry, I forgot you were here. You were blending into the background along with my toaster.
I am the master of disguise. Dot dot dot.
No, you're just
And not.
you're an object.
Hmm. Anyway. Mostly, I have three. One is the Armor Core series, mostly because I remember back when I was a wee lad, a friend of mine had one of the PlayStation demo discs, and we pretty much had that game on there, and we pretty much played it until we burned out that demo disc before we actually bought our own copy.
Wow.
And then also Twisted Metal, because I just enjoy the carnage of car combat games.
Oh, I forgot all about that game. We played a lot of that too.
I just love just always, playing Outlaw and just, firing my special weapon off, or playing Axel with his crazy machine.
Or you put in the cheat code and play as minion, a tank.
Mostly when I'm having just want to have fun. And the last one is the Wipeout series, because that was What game actually got me into enjoying a lot of the electronica music due to their entire soundtrack was electronica. Not to mention the gameplay was really fun. Shame the company that made it, Psygnosis, got absorbed by Sony and then ceased to exist.
Seems to be the fate for most of our favorite developers.
Anyway, I'll let Matt ask his question.
Yes,
That's
please,
the way,
Matthew. Give us your question.
What is your favorite movie and why?
No.
I would have to say, and I don't mean the red dog, I mean the one with Martin Short. Clifford. And I'm guessing you guys never saw that movie. I suggest you do. It's a comedy. Martin Short plays as a super genius child who will do anything to get what he wants. And in the end, all he wants to do is go to an amusement park called Dinosaur World. And he's willing to drive his uncle mad, make him lose his job, make him lose his girlfriend, in a comedic sense. And the climax is hilarious, because the uncle's wised up to all of his tricks and ploys. And, well, I can't give out too much for spoilers. But it's just a funny movie all around, even without him trying to undermine his uncle.
Oh yeah, I know of that movie. That was one of my dad's favorite movies.
I like your dad.
Well, since I spoke up, I'll explain mine. It has to be RoboCop. Mostly because one, it was one of the first R-rated films that I watched as a kid, and two, it was actually made in the same year I was born in.
Oh.
And every time I rewatch it, I see things that I didn't notice before, including the stuff about the of OCP, and then also our big boy Eddie 209.
A sign of a good movie, one way or another.
And another one is definitely the second Aliens film as well, just because I enjoyed the entire movie from start to finish. Plus, also I definitely like the all the props that were made for it, and also reading about their history about it.
Ooh.
So you're really in depth with the aliens lore then, eh?
Oh yeah, I seen every movie by far, and I did read a lot of the Dark Horse comics, and currently the Marvel run as well.
Oh, wow. So if it's not Sonic, it's aliens.
Well, pretty much.
Interesting. So, Z, tell us.
All right. So, it's completely different parallels. But my favorite movie would be Cats Don't Dance. I would watch that movie 1,000 times. I love it. Never get bored of it.
It's pretty much a classic. I also enjoy that movie as well.
Wait,
That one's one of my favorites as
It's
well.
fun.
Wait.
I love it.
you mean where those people dress up as cats and dance and sing?
No, it's
It's a musical, right?
classic. You could say it's a musical, but it's
So it's the
not
same
that
thing?
type of musical. No,
Yeah, it's about cats. It's a musical. It's the same thing.
no, it's not cats.
But you just said cats don't dance.
Yeah, but it's not just about cats.
Well, the other one
It's
had
about-
cats
it had
and
too many
more
cats.
So it's
It
a
was like
different
three-
cat movie.
Yeah, it was a different cat movie. That's for sure.
Interesting.
So for the other side of the parallel is the Saw series.
Oh no. You're just like my brother.
Yeah, my sister is a big she's more of a horror movie fan than I am. Mostly the only ones I like are the science fiction kind.
It's not even horror. He just really likes the Saw movies, and like I get the first one, that was good, but after that it was just a gore
The
fest.
first one is amazing.
Yeah, like it actually tricked tricked you in, because usually you figure things out as the movie goes on. Like, oh, it's this guy. He's the one that's done it. And nope, that was just well done. But after that, they were just gore fests, and the more they went, the
Yeah.
more gory they got, and that was about it.
I just like the whole lore behind it, and the whole like they keep on trying to get that. Um, they try to gain the same feeling as the first one, but it's pretty hard. It's hard to still get that special spark that
Yeah,
the first one gave out.
that would be hard for any movie to get just that right amount of twist.
Hmm.
Like, I really don't think they or anyone could recreate that. But no, for everything else, I'm just gonna say you're wrong because my brother says the same thing.
Okay.
That's the end of that statement.
You're
Wow.
wrong. You're wrong. Saul's terrible. Other than one, Saul's a terrible series. I'm just gonna say it. You're gonna unfriend me now.
Okay. Well,
But Matthew, what about you? What's your favorite movie?
So my favorite movie is Wolf Children. It is a Japanese animated movie about this single mother who has to take care of her two children, and both of her children are werewolves. And not in the same sense of like, oh, there's a full moon, they lose their mind, become a wolf, and go savage. They can actually choose when they turn into a wolf, and they keep their consciousness the entire time.
Hmm.
And as they get older, she has to learn to kind of let them be themselves and decide if they want to stay human or go on and live being a wolf.
Wait, so they have to eventually choose which species they're gonna be and stick with it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like a weird time limit thing. Well, I
Yeah.
recommend humans. You get posable thumbs.
I do like my thumbs, but I am also a wolf, so I don't know what I am.
I know what you are. You're confused. Just like all the hero types. But yes,
If we're
that
going
is...
with
Pardon?
Well, if we're going for anime, I'll also have to say I definitely enjoyed Jinro Wolf Brigade. That was a really well done anime movie.
And Z, what is your favorite anime movie since we're going this route now?
oh. I was really caught off guard on this one.
As am I.
Um, yikes. Favorite anime movie? Hmm.
Oh, I know what mine is now.
Then you can answer it.
Oh.
You can answer it. I stall for me, and I'll think about it.
In that case, I'll do the opposite, you goody two-shoe freaks. My favorite anime series is Puella Madoka Magica. Basically, magical girls with dark twists. Your turn.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ha! Take that, goody
Wow.
two-shoes.
Then you know what? I'm using a cop out right here. I'm gonna say the 2000 Pokemon movie. Honestly,
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say pass because I don't want to alienate my my viewers and my subscribers.
it would be the movie 2000 actually from Pokemon.
You know what? Was that the live action one?
No. They redid it as live action, but the animated version.
Oh wait, that was the one with the Mewtwo, wasn't it?
Yes.
Ah, yes, I remember that. That was a good one. My brother and I watched that, and just to let you know, this is how I am. That final fight scene where they're playing the My Brother song. My brother and I watched that, and we're both just either rolling our eyes or laughing at it because one, for us, the music just didn't fit, and two, they're upset about Pokemon fighting when the whole series is about fighting. And then later, when they did the remake, I watched it with some friends on the through Discord or something. And when that part came up, they're like, "Oh, it's the saddest part of the movie," and I'm sitting there laughing, my eyes watering from laughing so much. And they're like, "Geez, Tim, you weren't kidding. You are evil." It's like, I can't help it. This is so stupid and funny.
I know there is, I don't know if it's an episode or a movie that Pikachu actually talks for some reason.
Oh, I know the movie you're talking about.
I was like, what?
Oh, is that the live
What
action
is-"
one?
No, I don't think. No. It was
Okay.
from the anime. I was like, what is this? I know. I remember because the internet made it a big deal when it came out. Pikachu
Yeah.
talking. I was like, what?
Yeah, I actually don't watch Pokemon, so I couldn't tell you.
I will say in the context of the movie, Pikachu talking is in Ash's head, but it was still a really weird moment that came out of nowhere in the movie.
Oh my god! So it could have been done without that scene, basically.
I
Kind of,
just
yeah, basically.
Oh my god!
Right. Now I just picture it an alternate take. It's just like Ash says, "Hey, Pikachu is talking to me," and then Missy's like, "Yes, he is. Now come with me. We're gonna get you your crazy pills."
Well, that was the series of questions and the lightning round of other questions. So, with this podcast basically over, do you guys have any final thoughts? And again, we're just gonna go left, right, Matthew, Zee, then Mike. Any final thoughts? Anything you would like to add in before we end this? Anything you want to clarify? Anything you wish to scrub from the record?
Can't really think of anything other than I'll plug in my Twitter one more time. It's SonicFFVII, and I post a lot of art and talk about my streams and clips and whatnot.
So rather than scrub, you wish to reinforce. I like it.
As for me, not only you can see me through my art through my Twitter handle at Mike J Murdock, but also in my DeviantArt, which is also the same thing, Mike J Murdock. But also you can watch my Twitch at twitch.tv/Mike J Murdock. I mostly stream on Monday and Tuesday, which I'm trying to get back into. And I'm gonna do a Wednesday birthday stream as well.
Oh, boy.
And also, I do post my VODs through my YouTube channel, which is also Mike J Murdock. Though I need to start uploading some of the videos because I have all the videos downloaded. I just haven't uploaded a bunch.
Okay. And to verify, you said Wednesday. You mean January 19th?
Yep, that is my birthday, so I'm definitely doing it on my birthday.
Great. We've
Alright,
dated the video again.
Heck yeah.
So, Z.
Well, for me, I expect my payment after the stream, as we discussed beforehand.
You do realize the payment is in form of a bill, right? You are breathing my air, using up my electricity.
That wasn't part of the contract. So, and if you make your eyesight towards our chat, you will see your IP address. So, seeing that's there, you best tread carefully. But changing the subject, you can
you're
check
right.
me
You're
out.
not a hero.
You can check me out in my Twitter, Zee the Hyena, and if you like art as I do, I just be retweeting it and dank memes as well. And if you love a certain bat as well as I do, you'll be seeing me commenting and retweeting all those lovely fan arts of her. For my Twitch, it would be Zee the Hyena _ where on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I stream most of the time. And with the release of the Monster Hunter series, I'm streaming almost every day in journey of getting that Sonic event done. And where you can see my old VODs, you can check me out on YouTube as Zee the Hyena. And yeah, that's about it for me.
Fascinating. Now it's my turn to plug. I'm gonna plug hard.
All right, guys. I guess we'll see each other on the next one.
I agree.
Hey, it was
Wait a minute. So to keep this quick, you can find my Twitter on RazorTimCore for the Twitters, for the Twitch, even though I don't do that much other than these podcasts. That's RazorTimCore as well. YouTube is where I put most of the stuff and do the editings. But that is RazorTim123, simply because I haven't figured out the final name for that. That was made years and years ago. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So those are my 3 plugs. So, you guys enjoy yourself. You want to say goodbye to the folks?
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Good night, everybody.
Ditto.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Farewell. And if you wish to see these 3 again, make sure you pay the ransom money in full by Friday. Farewell and good night, everyone.
Good
Bye.
night, guys.
I hope to see you all again soon.